Hello everyone, welcome back to Katie's Budgeting Life. I am Katie. So this video is just kind of to vent a little bit. If you guys don't really care, that's fine. You don't have to read this or listen to this, because obviously this is a budgeting channel, but it's also my life, and I sometimes just want to talk about my life. I just wanted to address the teenager stage in children. I am 31. I became a mom at 18. I got pregnant at 17. My life was very different as a teenager. I had to grow up very quickly. I was working, but anyway, I have a 13-year-old son. He will be 14 in April. And he is a very, 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 he's a very technical person. Like, you have to, literally, if you are accusing him of something or anything, like, you have to have it nailed down to a T of, like, what you're accusing him of. He, like, if you say something the wrong way, he, like, turns that, and, like, there's, like, one word that maybe could be adjusted, and then he adjusts it, and he's like, you didn't say that. And it's like, you used, some instead of, I don't know, like maybe and will. I don't know. It's like the little words, but anyway. I love him. I love him so much. He made me a mom. We grew up together. I mean, I love him. He's in 8th grade. He plays basketball. He is truly a good son. Like, I'm not, he's not in and out of juvie. Like, he's not doing illegal things. He's not vaping. He's not smoking. He's not stealing. He's not getting into fights. Like, all around, he's not a bad child. It's just his demeanor, I guess you can say, his behavior, like his attitude. And I try to remember that he's going through puberty right now. Like, obviously his mood swings are all over the place. And we also have him and I have, like, the same personality. So we're very, we like to have the last word. We're very, not aggressive, but just, like, we can't let things go. We have to, like, get things handled. It's easier for him to walk away from something than me, but we just kind of, like, egg each other on. But anyway, he loves his sister. He's not a bad child. He's just that attitude, man. And I don't know if anyone here is going through the teenage years with their daughter or son or whatever, but it's hard. Every day I'm, like, telling myself, okay, just stick by him. He'll be okay. Like, this behavior, this attitude is gonna, and trust me, I discipline. Like, we've taken away his phone. He's very into clothes. We've taken away his shoes before, so he only had one pair of shoes. Like, he bullied somebody like 2 years ago, and we shaved his head, because he's really into his hair. And I actually got commended by the teachers for doing that. But anyway, like, we discipline. Trust me, I discipline. But it's just sometimes when I try to discipline, he's just like, But then there's other times where he's like, oh my God, no! So I'm stressed. I'm just really stressed. And then I have my daughter, who will be 5 next week, and she has all different kinds of needs right now. So he's like, oh, you love her more. You love her more. No, she just needs my attention in a different way. Like, I'm trying to give him my attention, but he doesn't want it. He doesn't want any part of me, except for my money. He wants my money. But like I said, I know that this is just a phase, but he is very stressful. And I will stick by him. I will be by him through his mistakes. I will stick by him through these challenges that he's facing through the middle school years. It's just, as a mom, you know, I need to figure out how to hold myself together, because if I crumble, everybody's going to crumble. And I can't crumble. I can't crumble for my family. I can't crumble for my daughter. I can't crumble for my son. I can't crumble for my mom. Like, I can't crumble. But it's hard when I just want to literally, like, scream into a pillow and cry my eyes out. Just because, like, I feel like your children are, like, to me, reflections of you. And, you know, when I see my son acting out, I'm like, where did I go wrong? You know what I mean? Or what could I have done differently? And then you start to, like, question every single thing that you do as a mom. But then I have to sit back and realize that I gave him I parented the best way I felt I could parent. I was a little bit more strict. I didn't give him a phone until Christmas. I was a little bit more, I'm not just very loosey-goosey. I am more strict. I have rules that, he is, that he understands, you know what I mean? And he's never, like, called me out of my name. He's never done anything like that. So, but I know that he sees his friends that just get whatever they want, and I'm not like that. I think he has to work for what he wants. Like, obviously I give him what a child needs, but, like, extra things he has to kind of work for. And whether that's just doing his chores or, you know what I mean? Like, nothing crazy, but I just don't think you should always hand your child something. Yes, you can hand them things here and there. I can, surprise them with a smoothie one day, or we can go to Five Below and he can get a couple things. Like, that's different. But I'm saying, like, bigger things, I'm not just going to hand them to you. And so it's like, I just have to know that I think I've parented the best way I could. And yes, I get angry a little quicker. I've still been working on it. But I think he has all the necessary information to make the right decisions. And at some point you have to kind of just, like, put your hands up and be like, I gave him everything that he needs to know. It's his decision on what path he's going to take. Is he going to go down the right path, or is he going to go down the mistake path? Like, at the end of the day, I'm here for whatever decision it is, and I will parent based off of that. But I can't blame myself for him making these, like, mistakes of just, either whether it's, like, disrespecting staff at the school, or, he burnt Ava girl's Barbie's hair yesterday. Why? He threw a shoe out the window. Why? You know what I mean? Like, I came home and there was lotion on the walls. Why? Some of the things I'm like, what the fudge are you doing? I could go on and on. But I love him. I love him so much, more than he'll ever know. He may realize in, like, 10 years that everything I do is out of love. But right now, he just sees it as I'm a horrible person, and I don't love him, and I'm mean, and this, that, the third. I'm sorry. And sometimes I just need to vent about my son, and vent to just a, neutral party that doesn't really know him, and you guys know me, but not, like, crazily know me. It's nice to just get it out. And if anyone has any insight or any recommendations or anything for a 13, almost 14-year-old boy, I am all ears. Please help me. How should I handle things? Or, is there, like, we've even looked into certain, like, what is that called? Junior officer, like, cadet thingy. In Maryland, they offer, what is that called? Junior cadets? I don't know. Basically, like, put your officers, like, kind of hold them under their wing, and you learn about, being a police officer, and it gives you structure and stuff like that. I am all about structure. I was in ROTC for 4 years. Oh my goodness. I was in ROTC for 4 years. I love ROTC. That was, like, what kept me out of trouble. They were like a family, and when I started in 9th grade, and I just loved it throughout. It was just my end all be all. That was like my family in high school. So I kind of disconnected from everything else that was going on in high school, and I just focused solely on my ROTC. And it ended up well. I really didn't get in trouble in high school. I just got pregnant at a young age, but it is what it is. So anyway, I just wanted to vent about my son. And again, this is not like a diss Mason session. This is just, he's putting me through a lot right now. Is my mom, my sister, like, we're all feeling it. It's just, and I've talked to, like, he had basketball practice 2 days ago, yesterday, I don't know, whatever. And I was talking to the coach's wife, which has a son that's on the team, same age, everything. Literally everything that I said, she's like, oh yeah, yep, that's happened. Mm-hmm, yep. Mm-hmm. So it's not like anything's out of the ordinary or, out of line or whatever. It's just kind of like everyone else is going through it too. And I think it's just some people handle it differently than others. Some people just choose to ignore it. Some people try to tackle it hands-on. Some people try to figure out what to, worry about and what not to worry about. It's just, and some people may take what Mason does as, like, personal, I guess you can say, in a way of like, oh my God, why does he hate me or whatever. He treats everybody the same way. It's just how you handle it. He can treat Phil, my sister, my mom, and myself all the same, and we all will take it differently. It's just how we perceive it. But he is not he's not treating anybody. Okay. Like, he is not treating anybody worse than the other. I'm sorry, this is my off night. It's actually Tuesday night. I took Ava Girl to dance, and I got offered overtime. And I don't have any overtime this week, so I kind of like had to take it. So I am getting in the work zone mode, but this is like my off night. So I'm tired. So this is my night to normally just fall asleep the same time that the kids do at like 9 o'clock. It's 8:20 and I'm on my way to the train station. So anyway, yeah, I'm in, so it's nighttime, it's rainy. It's probably not the best time to record, but I'm by myself and I just wanted to talk about it. And like I said, he goes through such good like phases, and it'll be a couple days of just full out love and us enjoying each other and sweetness and whatever, and then something will switch. And then, like, I try to get involved in his life, and sometimes he talks my ear off. And then other days, I don't want to talk about it. Okay. All right. And then later on that day, he goes, well, you don't care about my life. What? I literally just asked you multiple times how you are. How's your girlfriend? What happened? Why? Like, but again, I have to remember that we're all going through this together. So, again, any insight would be greatly appreciated. I am currently on my way to work, like I said. Just quick updates on me. I am still actively trying to be healthier. I'm not going to say lose weight because I am not weighing myself this time. I started a little over 2 weeks ago and I have not weighed myself once. I think it's way too mind crappy. It's like, I feel like if I weigh myself and I feel better, but the scale doesn't reflect that, like me getting better or healthier, I'm going to like get discouraged and not want to do it anymore. So I'm kind of doing a route of just how do I generally feel. And, I feel, like I said, I feel better. I think a lot of my water weight has gone away. I haven't gone to the gym yet, but my food intake has definitely changed. The amount I'm eating and what I'm eating. So, yeah. Ava had dance today. Mason has basketball tryouts for school today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So, he did it today. He has it Wednesday and Thursday. And then, yeah. So, anyway, that's what I've got. I just wanted to vent a little bit. My next video is probably going to be my budget video for my last paycheck in November. I haven't really been working any serving jobs. It's been dead. Like, she hasn't gotten any jobs, so I can't really, work anything if there's not even opportunity. So that's why I had to take this opportunity tonight. So, it is what it is. Got to do what you got to do. So, thank you all so much. You all are amazing. Please just give me any insight or recommendations, or just tell me about your life. And until the next video, bye-bye.